Hello everybody, welcome to the OneCNC tutorial on Z level roughing. As you can see on the screen, I've got myself a model on there which is in position. So if I go on to create a Z level roughing operation, select OK, and I'm going to stick myself a 20mm mill, tool number 1, 5,000, 1,000, and I'll put that at 500. And also any high feed rates, I can increase them as well to 2,000. Select next. My rapids 5 and 1. Next. And now what I'm going to do is do in times before we've always done a traditional toolpath, but OneCNC has got high speed, high feed toolpaths, and I'm going to use an open toolpath. So I want it to plunge outside of the job and then come in and gradually mill back into the centre. So select next. I'll do a ramp. Well, I'll just do a straightforward plunge in there. Next, I'm going to use 30% of the tool, and what I want to do is I want to rough it out in 10mm cuts. And what I want to explain is, because I've put a 10mm cut on, I would end up with 10mm steps around the job. But what I want it to do is I want it to cut it down 10mm, and when it's roughed it out, I want it to come back in 2mm cuts and semi-finish up the 10mm steps there. So if I just reduce that by a milli, just to show you, select next, and we're going to use an extent box, normal, next, automatic offset 0, and I'm going to go top of the job as 0, and I'm going to go down -40. Select finish, and as you can see, we've created a toolpath around there. So if I right click and simulate, I'm going to pick myself a boundary, -50, select OK, left click, right click. I'm just going to slow this down again, so you can see it's plunged outside of the job, and it's coming in using 30% of the tool, and you can see it's at Z10. So it's gradually coming around again, taking 30% of the tool. So we'll just put that on default speed, and then what I'll do is I'll just put it back to this speed. Now you can see it's gone to -8, -7, and it's now roughing out the 3D form in 1mm increments. So you're roughing and semi-finishing in the same operation. Notice the tool turns red, that's the rapid moves. So it's at -3, -2, -1, and then it'll come back out, put another 10mm cut on, which is -20, and gradually come in again. So if I increase that back to default speed, and it's at -19 now, and you can see it's putting the 3D form on, -18. So we're actually putting a decent cut on, and then what we're getting to do is we're getting the cutter to work for us as well, because normally when we rough out, we normally can only go 2 or 3mm at a time. Well, this is using most of the flute of the cutter to semi-finish with, because it's just coming up in 1mm steps. Back to default, and you can see it's put another 10mm up, and it will come up in 1mm steps. down to the final cut, minus 40. And we get a different reaction here because it's got the rad at the bottom to deal with as well. And you can see it's coming back up in 1 millisteps. There you go. So if you want a Z level rough in OneCNC, this is how we do it. Hopefully that helps you get started, and thank you for watching.